On October 13, 1972, a military plane from Uruguay, en route to Chile, disappeared in the Andes Mountains. The weather was difficult. Strong winds, storms, and heavy rain combined to cause the plane to disappear from radar. At the time, it was reported as a major tragedy. But within a few weeks, all hope was lost. There were 45 people on board the plane, mostly the rugby team, their friends and families. As a result, the search was called off. But 72 days later, the world was in for a surprise. In December 1972, two young men, emerging from the mountains, arrived in the village they had landed in with a startling message. They were Nando Parado and Roberto Canessa, passengers on the missing plane. They crossed the mountain snow, walked for 10 days, and finally report that there are survivors. Rescuers immediately go into action and enter the mountains by helicopter. There, 14 more survivors are found. They have been living in the snow for 72 days, in minus 30 degrees Celsius cold, without food, and in a hopeless situation. This story will shock the world. How did you survive? Where did you find food? The questions are endless, but the answer is difficult. The survivors admit that they had no choice but to eat the bodies of those who died on the plane. It was a fateful choice between hunger and life. This story was later turned into a book and film called Alive and is considered the most incredible story of survival in world history. This was not just an accident, it was an example of human will, hope, and love of life. Now, a monument has been erected at the site of the accident, and every year on that day, relatives go to lay flowers. Disasters are hard, but the lessons learned are eternal. When a plane went missing, everyone said, "There's no hope." But human courage can sometimes withstand the wrath of nature. The lost plane was found. Lost hope was revived.